Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you my review for WWE Friday Night Smackdown for August 9th, 2013. Let's get right into the review. Get JBL and Michael Cole on commentary. We get Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. Randy Orton was a face tonight, well, on Friday. I figured he would be a heel. This was a pretty good match. RVD does that leg drop move across the barricade, and then Orton goes for an RKO and hits a kick on him. RVD goes for a 5-star frog splash. Randy Orton moves out of the way and hits an RKO for the win. There was one thing I'm going to talk about is there was this fan that had a whistle, and he was going, but he had like a whistle, so it was like a coach whistle, like, it was hilarious. I actually thought that was pretty cool. Then we get WWE VIP experience ad. It probably only showed it on my TV. We get a WWE Rewind. It shows the match between Caitlyn and Layla and Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. And then we get Miz TV with AJ Lee and Biggie Langston. Yeah. Anyways, Miz is asking AJ these questions if she's over Dolph Ziggler and why she keeps going with all these guys, and he mentions guys like all the guys like Cena, Daniel Bryan, and she was when he got to the amount, he was like, really, that beard? He mentioned Punk, and he's like, Daniel Bryan broke his fall and I pushed him through the table. He mentioned Kane, and he's like, he always wears his mask. Well, she's like, so when she got to Dolph, she said that Dolph can't get over him. So then Dolph comes out, and she says, and Caitlyn, and she asks what the obsession is with what AJ's obsession is with them. So then everybody's arguing, and Miz, since he's the host of SummerSlam, makes a match between Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn versus Biggie Langston and AJ at SummerSlam. Not surprised by that. Ziggler zigzags Big E and Caitlyn spears AJ. I was fine with that. Alberto Del Rio and Vicky Guerrero backstage because Alberto Del Rio is supposed to have a match tonight with Christian, so he doesn't want to do the match. But Del Rio says that he's been a bully lately, bullying Ricardo Rodriguez, bullying making fun of when she allowed him to pick his opponent for SummerSlam, so that's why the match is happening. So then we get Fandango versus Kofi Kingston, and doing this, it shows a Raw ad. It's okay. Kofi Kingston goes to dive on Fandango, and Fandango puts Summer Rae in front of him, and he does it anyways. Then Summer Rae fakes an injury, and Fandango throws Kofi into the post and hits the diving leg drop off the top rope for the win. This is probably going to be the kickoff match at SummerSlam. I guess it's a feud. I don't really care about it. So much for Kofi Kingston's return, too. Daniel Bryan's backstage heading to his match. Renee Young comes up to him and says, what do you, like, and Daniel Bryan says that he doesn't want to change for the WWE. The only thing he wants to change is at SummerSlam when he faces Cena for the title. Then it tells you how you can get to WrestleMania. Then it shows the main event of Raw with the Shield versus Cena, Orton, and Bryan. You get Daniel Bryan versus Wade Bailey. It was okay. Wade Bailey doesn't have his beard anymore. He looks pretty cool without it. It's just weird seeing him without it. Wade Bailey brings down the laser with him, and then he tries, after Bailey and Bryan were going back and forth in the match, Bailey tries to shave off Bryan's beard. but Bryan reverses it, does the flying knee out to the outside, the diving headbutt, and then he gives Ray Barrett the crossface. Well, one move. I meant the S lock, and Barrett taps for the win, and then he destroys the Razor after. It was okay match, not predictable. Damien Sandow interview. Damien Sandow talks about how Cody Rhodes is being, well, he doesn't say it, but he's being a dick, and that he's always one step ahead of his opponent, and he actually has a new briefcase. It's now gold, and it looks like a pretty cool briefcase, and he says that at SummerSlam, him and Cody Rhodes will settle their differences, and as for Alberto Del Rio, he better watch his back. Kane backstage heading into his match with 3MB. We get ECW Unreleased Volume 2, and then it shows Kane and Bray Wyatt's rivalry. We get Kane versus 3MB. Kane just squashes them. He actually, he throws Heath Slater over the announce table, and he chokeslams Jinder Mahal for the win. And Drew McIntyre gets thrown into the steps. Then the Wyatt family music hits, and it just shows, them, not unlike the Titantron, but kind of Ghost in a way, over Kane, the win. It's kind of hard to explain. And they talk about how the family's always going to be there, whether or not we're into the fire or not. And he says that he is dangerous in the fire, that you will feel me. And he's going to set Kane on fire, and he'll follow the buzzards. It was kind of cool, and then Kane does this then after. So I'm looking forward to seeing their match. I haven't seen an in-front match since Kane and MVP. We get a SummerSlam ad. We get a Brock Lesnar interview. Now, I'm glad they did this. Brock Lesnar was talking about how he doesn't even like CM Punk. He's saying that it's not that people are thinking that he's only attacking CM Punk just because he's protecting Paul Heyman, but that's not the case. He hates CM Punk. He thinks he's a fool of wrestling. He hates his tattoos. He hates everything about him. And he also says that when Brock Lesnar, what people are saying that I'm jealous of CM Punk. What do I have to be jealous of? I'm a former UFC champion, NAACP or whatever it's called, champion. And he said that, and Brock Lesnar gives him props for holding the WWE champion, having the longest WWE championship reign in the modern era. And Brock Lesnar says that when he was the WWE champion, CM Punk was just wrestling in crowds with 100 or 200 people. And Brock Lesnar says that he's going to destroy CM Punk, and CM Punk is going to, and CM Punk at SummerSlam will be facing an opponent that he's never faced before. I like that they did this because it made Brock Lesnar have a purpose to it, because it felt like that he kind of was just in the match. It didn't really feel like that he hated Punk and he was just there because Heyman, but I'm glad they did this for Brock. Maybe it makes you wonder, maybe Lesnar did attack him on his own. Maybe Heyman's just secondary, but if he's talking about how much he hates him, maybe Lesnar did attack Punk on his own. And then we get Christian versus Alberto Del Rio. And doing this, it shows at WWEshop.com ad. I didn't care about this because we're going to see it. They should just never, the match was good. They did Hurricanranas, kicks to the head, spears. I just think they should have just waited till SummerSlam to do this, because now, because Del Rio was getting ready to put the cross-arm breaker on Christian, but Christian rolls him up for the win, and then Christian beats Del Rio again. So we know that Del Rio is gonna retain his championship now at SummerSlam, and then Del Rio goes to attack Christian, but Christian hits the kill switch on him and leaves. Damien Sandow comes out to try to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. Cody Rhodes comes out with a crossbody and a crossroads lays out Sandow. I like that. So yeah, as for SmackDown, I like SmackDown this week. I felt like it felt like its own show. I think having Brock Lesnar on the show, well, not on the show, but kind of talk on the show really helped SmackDown. Christian and Del Rio, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad match. I just didn't really like that they did it tonight. They should have waited. RVD and Randy Orton was a good match though. And I guess you could say that Kofi Kingston and Fandango wasn't a bad match. I just didn't really care about it. So, but that's pretty much it for SmackDown, guys. I'll be back tomorrow to do Raw review. So see you later.